Yeah, well, I've been very fortunate. I've had an opportunity to work with or be mentored by a number of very cool people who did inspire me. One was a physician named Eve Lazansky when I was going through medical school, who was one of our teachers, and he was a brilliant physician, but he was also a pioneer of the new field of psychosomatic medicine, which was just getting started. The whole mind-body connection was just being really recognized as a branch of medicine. And he was a board-certified internal medicine physician and also a board-certified psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to go, in both domains in being a physician, and so he was much of my inspiration for wanting to delve into the psychological aspect of human beings and not just look at people purely from a medical context, which unfortunately you can fall into as a physician. We're kind of trained to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one. There was another person who was was named Umberto Maturana, who was a biologist from Chile, and he's an extremely brilliant biologist who has helped to shape some of my understanding of what it means to be a human being and the role of language in our lives, and how language and culture becomes ingrained within us and causes some of these patterns of thinking and habits, behaving and thinking,
Uh-huh.
and how it becomes automatic. We don't even notice that we're doing it, and yet it's causing mischief and trouble in our lives sometimes. So he was very influential. And then there were a number of other mentors in my medical career and people that I've done seminars with and things like that who opened my eyes to like aspects of communication, aspects of human relationships. Once I sort of realized that most of what I was taught was incorrect, then I started searching around for, okay, well, what's some of the good stuff? What's some of who are some of the people who have some of the really sound understandings of why we get into some of the common problems we get into, why we get into emotional difficulties, and why we have a hard time dealing with emotions, and who's got a handle on relationships, and who's got a handle on stress at work or stress in your professional life, And so I was fortunate, like I said, to have run into some folks who opened my eyes to a lot of very deep insights around these things that I was never taught in my training, and really didn't find in a lot of places. But when you find that kind of stuff, it's like gold, and you start to be able to soak it up and use it, see that it turns things around in your life, and then you go, share those principles with the people you're working with and pass them on to them. So I did a lot of seminars and workshops as I learned things. I put them in the seminars and workshops. And then you do a seminar and workshop with 100 people, spend a couple days with them. You get to learn a lot from them as they're sharing their difficulties, and we're working through them together. So you just keeps expanding your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding of human problems and human life just gets broader and broader as you go along. And then you have more to share with people. So.